Okay, sis, we're back. Me and Christy, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about this pervert SPM. Sis, we got a lot of blowback. I'm getting a lot of hate still on TikTok due to my videos that I put out weeks ago about SPM. And what I want to say real quick, we're going to keep pushing this topic and this issue because we can do what we want to do over here. It's a free country, right? So, sis, talk about the backlash you've gotten and with the whole issue with SPM. Go ahead.
So, we exposed what we needed to expose. We had the documentation. I saw firsthand the court documentation, all those things. The people that hated on me because we brought this even further into the limelight, they're talking about, that we're clout chasers and all this. But even beyond that, people are so mad defending a man sitting in jail for crimes against children, and are defending him so much that it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know of anybody besides Jesus that I have that much loyalty to. There is not one person on the planet that could make me get so upset that I would threaten people, that I would, lose my account, that I would whatever for somebody that's sitting in prison. So my blanket response to anybody that has been a hardcore defender of him is, if you support SPM, then you support what he does. And that is my blanket statement.
Good point. And they don't care. They'll still run with it. I've seen guys making videos, basically threatening people. I don't want to call out these whack channels, but, they're on there. I mean, they're calling us clout chasers. I actually believe they're the clout chasers because they actually have to, use a man that's sitting in prison for 40 plus years for doing wicked things to many victims. They're actually using him to make videos against people like us. So anybody listening, we're going to keep making videos. I'm just doing a quick video with Christy, tonight just to address a little bit of this, but we don't care and we're not scared. And this is, SPM's a public figure, convicted of some horrendous crimes against children. So we're going to talk about that. And you can say it's clout. It ain't even clout. And I don't even want to keep saying, oh, it's not about clout. I don't even want to keep saying that because I really, frankly, don't even care, to be honest. I'm doing this because I want to do this. I do this because I can. That's why I do this. So real quick, Christy, the problem I have though, right, is seeing these people adamantly defend this guy. Like, these people go above and beyond physical threats of violence, making YouTube videos, being petty to defend a man, this monster, So, I'm not backing down. We're going to keep making content. I got some special interviews lined up, and we're just going to keep our, foot on the gas pedal of this whole case. And real quick, Christy, let's talk about this. This is one thing that they keep saying over there. And this is, besides him being what's the word here? A narcissist, a liar. I mean, this guy's full of himself, and he's never changed.
A complete predator.
Yeah, a straight predator. He got with his, his daughter's friend. That's his new wife, supposedly, or whatever. Like, come on, y'all. He's doing the same thing over and over again, and people are still defending this pervert. But real quick, Christy, this is a lie they keep saying. There's a couple of lies they keep saying. I want to address them real quick. First of all, they say that the little girl came out and said that it never happened. Her mom made her lie. There's a video of it, and then she listens to SPM's music and whatever. We addressed this on the first video, and we're gonna say it again. There is no proof of that video. We've been asking. Matter of fact, I got a $500 cash reward, Christy, right now for anybody that gives me any info or videos that make this claim. I've even seen people say that defend this man that video does not exist. Yet some people are saying this video is out there, that there's proof. Again, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Use critical thinking. If there was a video from his victim that said that she was lying, don't you think that video will be used by Dope House Records and SPM's whole crew to defend him and say he's innocent? That video would be everywhere on the internet. Yet you can't find it.
Would.
Yeah.
His attorneys would.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
We're not saying a $500 cash app for somebody that just has whole thing, that it was denounced by the family and that it was presented to the judge, and that anybody can make like a video, just somebody talking. I do not believe that. Absolutely do not believe it happened. If that would have happened, those charges would have been dismissed on him.
It would have went deeper.
It just absolutely is not true. And there's one more thing that I want to say. There was a video that was out about 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago, that he was having a conversation with somebody and it was recorded, talking about how he knows that he's getting out in 2024 and how he's getting ready to light it up and party and do all this stuff again.
What a loser. Old man, 50-year-old man. He hasn't changed at all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm telling all of my Christian friends out there, I'm telling anybody that does not believe in harming children, write to those parole boards, tell them that he is an absolute threat to society and that he should not be released.
And Christy, real quick, that goes on to the next lie that I wanted to go ahead and expose. They keep saying, right, and these people do not use critical thinking skills, right? This is how they lie to them. They say, oh, he's getting out next year, or he's getting out this. Christy, he's up for. They don't use the word. That's how they're real, real slick. They don't use the word parole, right? Because that shows and proves he's in prison for a charge and he is up for or eligible for parole. They say that he's getting out next year. They always say he's getting out. They're lying. Basically, I honestly believe, Christy, due to a subscriber's train of thought, they made a comment that made me kind of think different. They said that they think that SPM will never get out. That basically, I add this. Maybe they said this too, but they think that he's never getting out, that they're just lying to the people. And I believe that's probably true. Maybe he's going to serve his complete sentence, but they want to sit here and keep telling people he's going to get out in order to stay relevant. But Christy, maybe he'll never get out. Maybe he will get out once he completes his full sentence, right? In 20 more years. But the point is, they keep using this lie and this kind of slick wording, right? That he's getting out next year. No, tell the truth. He's up for parole. Okay, that don't mean he's getting out. So they keep using that phrase, Christy, and I wanted to expose that and touch on that he's not getting out next year. He's eligible for parole. That's what's really happening. Yeah,
absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. He's eligible for parole in 2024.
Yeah.
And if he was to finish his full sentence, it would be 2047, which would put him in his 70s, I believe.
And think about it. Would that sound more better, right? Hey, he's getting out next year, or hey, he's going to get out when he's 70 and 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to keep people. Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off, sis. Forgive me.
Oh yeah, of course, because he's still making all of his music through
Streams,
whatever kind of video messaging that he does, right, and things like that. So of course he needs to try to stay relevant. But my thing is that he needs to try to stay relevant. But my thing is what kind of man, even if he was to get out in 2024, if he was paroled, he was able to get out, and he was on, his strict supervision, has to register as, an offender, all of those things. What kind of man is sitting here in 2022 after victimizing 8 children and still talking about turning it up, getting gassed up, getting, going out here, pulling a zipper down? What 50-year-old man has that kind of mindset?
I'll tell you what, I've seen them, the kind of guys in my neighborhood that we avoid, losers, low lives. That's what they're called, low lives. This guy's a straight low life. Anybody that supports him or supports that field, they really need to check themselves. And it's pretty wild and wicked. The videos we made on TikTok, they say the same thing. But again, who really listens to this man? I don't. My people don't. I mean, probably young kids, I would believe. But I've seen some comments, though, sis. Let's talk about some positive things. I've seen some people sit there and say, dang, I didn't know about this guy. I thought it was something else, but I didn't know about the 9-year-old. I didn't know, what I'm saying? Like, there is some positives about this. People are
about the 2 14-year-olds, or that he had picked up the girl from middle school how many times, and then claimed he didn't know she was in middle school. And we've had a lot of people that actually are like, oh wow, like, I can't support him anymore. And I hope that everybody wakes up to it.
Yeah, I totally.
I know everybody won't, but I hope they do.
Yeah, it's pretty sad to see the power and influence he has, but that's a celebrity status, that he has that enables him to have the control over these people's minds. But I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to stand for some pervert 50-year-old old man rapper, talking about he's going to come out and turn up, he's getting out next year. Fool, you're eligible for parole. You better pray and hope that you would get out, but I would pray and hope against you that you stay in there where you need to be, because I honestly, this in the video here, sis, I honestly believe this guy has not learned his lesson. I honestly believe, Christy, due to the facts you presented on the other video and the numbers and statistics, that he will reoffend again once he's released. I honestly believe this man is a threat to society, and I honestly believe that no one should have their children and or daughters, nieces, or wives around this pervert. And also, y'all, I've seen somebody leave a comment saying, you know what, I still support SPM and I would love to have him around my kids. When he gets out, we need to have all of our kids around him to show support. Carlos would love this. Somebody actually wrote that comment. I would like to screenshot it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, probably legally, you probably can't even be around young children, but you're saying that you wouldn't have a problem him being around your kids, a convicted child molester. I mean, Chrissy, this is the point, right? Everybody keeps saying, like, I guess this is the talk for them to keep it like blurry, like, did he do it, did he not do it? He got convicted. Okay, you're out of their homes. You're out. It's over. Like, I don't even care at this point. Even if he was falsely accused, I don't care. I'm not going to risk my family to be around somebody with that charge on their record. I don't understand.
And the chances.
Yeah, go ahead. It's perplexing though, sis. Like, think about it. I don't care at this point if he's innocent or guilty, to be completely honest. He's in there for that. That there is enough for me to say, and you know what I'm saying? That's enough. Right? Convicted of that charge with his history. I'm not gonna, risk my family or my kids or anything to be around somebody with that kind of charge. Like I said, again, innocent or guilty, which I'm not even gonna say that because I know he's guilty. He's convicted of it. But the point is, that is more than enough for me to sit there and say, you know what? I will not have my kids around someone like this with that conviction. That's the whole point. You're out of there. You're convicted. You're in prison for this charge. You have multiple victims. I mean, I don't know what else people need to see or hear to understand or comprehend. I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead. I'm just fired up.
I don't want my children to be even around somebody that believes he should be around children.
Oh, right. I don't even allow my kids to be around family or friends. They don't even spend the night at nobody's house. I mean, and they're not even convicted. They're not even really perverts. I mean, God forbid, you don't know who is who nowadays. But I don't even trust my kids to be around strange family members or anybody without my presence or me being there. So, especially somebody convicted. Final words, Christy. Go ahead.
My final words for this is I would like for these same people that support SPM so much to know how they feel about R. Kelly and Epstein. Let that one sink in for a minute.
Wow. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We made a quick video for everybody out there that's supporting this guy. Keep supporting him. We're going to keep going against him. Christy, we got a bunch of enemies. That's our next video for the drop about the threats and all that we're getting. Guys, a lot of people don't like us. We don't care. We only fear God, not man. So with that, we're going to end this video. Thanks for listening, y'all. God bless you in the name of Christ our Lord. You're an American. You're a patriot. You got grit. Act like it. I'm out.